welcome to Real Estate Matters. My name is Jeff, and we are getting into why you want to consider a home warranty. This kind of goes along with the starter home conversation that we had earlier. So why do you want to do a home warranty? The home warranties are really very, very good at doing certain things. And we're going to talk a little bit about why that is and what they do. So well, first of all, a home warranty, what it is it protects your investment of what's in the home. So for example, the dishwasher, the refrigerator, the stove, the HVAC unit. This is a picture of a furnace behind me right here. This is what I believe this would be a gas furnace. And these things break every once in a while. They spark or they do whatever they do, and then they turn off, and then you have no heat. And usually when this repair happens, or when this thing goes out, is on December 20th, when it's 12 degrees outside, and now you don't have any heat in the house. And so what happens is that you have to go find somebody to get this fixed. Now you call the 24-hour emergency service. You've got $500 worth of repairs right there. The home warranty is usually between $500 and $800 a year, and it covers all these things. And so you pay $25 to $100 depending on your home warranty, and you have somebody who comes out, same company, and they do the repair for $25 or $100. And that is why you get a home warranty, especially if you're tight, especially if it's a first-time home buyer. As a first-time home buyer, you don't know what you don't know. You don't know these costs and what's going to happen. So these things fail without warning. The same thing with the AC. The AC is going to go out. It's going out on July 29th when it's 112 degrees outside and smoky. And your AC is going to blow up, and you're going to have someone come out and fix it. And you're looking at a $300 to $500 service call minimum. So having the home warranty helps relieve you of the stress of knowing that these things could break. But it's as simple as, hey, the dishwasher's not working properly. You can call them, and you can immediately get on the phone with a tech and get that problem resolved with a home warranty. So right off the bat, the home warranty is something that covers major appliances and your home's, all your home's mechanical workings. So when you're thinking about your purchase of your first home, usually it's your first or second home, especially if you're on a budget. So you and your significant other, you guys are making whatever. You're making $100,000 and $150,000 a year. You just bought this new house. It's like between $400,000 and $600,000, and you've scheduled out, $500 a month for maintenance, and you put that aside every month, and that ends up being $6,000 a year. Well, if you have the home warranty, you're not going to need $6,000 a year for that maintenance fund. You're going to need maybe $1,000 for the maintenance fund total, because the home warranty is going to cover systems like this one that we're looking at right here. What is this system we're looking at right here, Jeff? This is a basic heat pump or AC unit. What this does is it keeps your house either warm or cold depending on the time of year. Now, not to get into the specifics of how it works and why it does what it does, these things break occasionally. They're very expensive to replace. In a home that's 2,000 square feet, you could be looking at $15,000 to $20,000 to replace it. So you don't want to replace them, and they're very repairable. So what you get out of the budgeting side of the home warranty is you pay your annual premium, $500 to $1,000 a year, and you pay a service fee, $25 to $100 depending on that plan. And the service fee is anytime you make the phone call and they come out and they charge you $25 to $100 for them coming out and doing the look at what's going on. So, it could be your washer, your clothes washer isn't working properly. You can call about that. You bought a property that has a hot tub on it. The hot tub isn't working properly. You can call about that. So just, those things add up. And so when you're thinking about what is your monthly budget, the home warranty really helps with you getting the opportunity to decide, how you're going to do repairs. You will do repairs no matter what. You are going to have problems in the house because you live in it and it's yours and you're paying for those things. And we'll talk about what the positives are of that in a minute. Okay, so you're going out and you're buying a house. Let's say the house was built in 1991 and it's been, almost 40 years since the house was built. Now, my guess is there's been at least one hot water heater because they last between 15 and 20 years. You can expect when you buy a house from 1991 that you're going to have some appliances in there that are older. They're probably not from 1991, but they might be from 2010. That's still 16 years ago, right? And so when you have the warranty, what it does is it says, okay, this product is close to the end of life, but it's not at end of life yet. And so do I want to just ask for a new hot water heater at the sale? Probably not going to get that because it's in good working order, right? So you're going to get a home warranty, and if this thing starts leaking, you're going to call the home warranty company and say, hey, the hot water heater that I have in my house is leaking. And they're going to say, okay, we'll send somebody out to do it. It's $25. That's huge. So all by way of saying is that when you buy an older home and a home warranty, you're buying insurance that when things break, you're not going to have a massive bill for it. Okay, so that is probably one of the biggest arguments in favor of having a home warranty for older homes. Is absolutely essential. Even if somebody's replaced all the appliances, everything's all brand new in it, maybe there's a lesser case for the home warranty. But if you look and shop for home warranties, you can get different prices based on the age of the appliances and the systems in the house. Okay, now here's the thing that a lot of people don't think about when they're thinking about the home warranty. They think, okay, well, I've got to coordinate the big thing, right? Let's take a scenario where your dishwasher broke and it's been leaking water and you don't know that it's been leaking water. You're going to have a couple different things that are going to happen in this situation. One is the home warranty company is going to coordinate all the people that are going to come in to evaluate, fix, and or replace. The home warranty company is the people that are coordinating multiple services. So if they need an electrician because it's shorted out, you'll get the electrician in there. If you need the electrician and the plumber, they'll coordinate both those people to come out. And so that's a huge positive. And speaking of that, one of the reasons that you get homeowners insurance is, so let's say that you did have the leak and the leak ruined the kitchen floor. That's when the homeowner's policy is going to come into effect. And you're going to be like, hey, we bought this house. We did all the inspections. We did the walkthrough. There was, this leak was covered up somehow. It got missed, whatever. It doesn't matter. At that point, you're going to pay whatever your deductible is, and the homeowner insurance is going to cover that bill. Now, having said that, if you take advantage of that type of thing more than once or twice, it's going to be harder for you to get home insurance. So just know that there are limits and there are limitations to all these things, right? So if you go in with a home warranty and you're expecting them to buy you a brand new dishwasher, they're going to try to fix the old one first. Because truthfully, most of the time, a dishwasher, a dryer, a refrigerator, those things don't cost that much to fix, but you need the expertise and the people that know how to do it. That's where the money comes in. So I think that the coordination of services is really an important key that a lot of people miss. So we overlook the value of that. All right. So the other reason that home warranties are so popular and so good is that first-time homeowners really don't know what they're doing yet. You might have rented for a long time, but anytime something went wrong, you call the landlord. That's just what it is. And so having that home warranty is kind of like having an expert that shows up, walks you through what happened. If you watch them and you pay attention, you could potentially be in a place where you don't need the home warranty in the future, especially if you're handy. Now, I put these pictures of the garage doors here because I had a home warranty back probably 10 years ago now, and it covered garage doors, and all of our garage doors were broken. When we bought the house, they were like on their last leg, and the springs in the garage door were broken. So if you kind of look up here, you kind of see on the top there's a spring that makes it so it's easy to open the door and close the door. But when it breaks, that door gets a lot heavier and just slams on the ground, and you can't move it. You got to have somebody come help you redo the spring. The home warranties usually cover that job, and that job is about a $500 job per garage door. So if you have a home that has garage doors, that home warranty is going to immediately pay for itself if something like that happens. It also covers the electric mechanism that opens and closes, the motor that opens and closes the door. And you just don't realize how many mechanical things go on in your house until you're actually in there. Like the HVAC runs throughout the whole house. The electrical system runs throughout the whole house. You know, you might have a short in an electrical panel covered with your home warranty. You might have had, somebody might have done some work in the office and put in a 20 amp circuit, which is faulty, or they didn't install it right. Home warranty covers that. That's why you get it when you're moving into a new house, especially when you're a first time home buyer. Absolutely peace of mind when it comes to that. Now, a lot of people will be like, well, do they cover everything? Yeah, they actually do cover the vast majority. I mean, like you might be in a situation where they're going to say, look, we only cover up to $500 of this. You got to come up with the rest of it. Or, that's just an example. Or, we only, so we won't replace an HVAC unit. You have to do that. Heating, ventilation, air conditioning. That's HVAC, by the way. Okay. All right. Now, here's the thing that you can use if you're selling your house. If you offer the home warranty right up front as part of the sale, then you automatically are building some confidence with the potential buyer. They, like you might say, look, I've lived here for 10 years and I haven't had to replace anything. Everything's been great, but that doesn't mean that something can't change. So I'm going to include a $1,000 credit towards a home warranty with the sale of the house. And that is perfectly legit. People do it all the time. And it just helps the buyer get past one more hurdle, because at the end of the day, the buyer is the person buying the house, right? The buyer is putting the money out there. When they're done putting the money out there, they don't have any money left in their bank account because they put every dime they could into getting into the house, right? So having that home warranty offered by the seller, that's a huge plus. It's a huge negotiating plus. And we use it. I use it myself as a seller's agent. I like to advise my clients to offer the home warranty. It's less than $1,000 in most cases, and it is peace of mind. And frankly, the last couple sales that I've had, we've had to include home warranties to get the deals done. And so I think it's good for peace of mind. It's a good faith gesture on the seller part. If you're selling your home, it's great. If you're buying a home, you can ask for it. Okay. Last thing I got about the home warranty is that you get to protect your emergency savings with the home warranty. You know you're going to spend money on maintenance no matter what, okay? So why not buy the home warranty and then put money into that savings account? And at the end of the year, if you didn't use it, or you only used a portion of it because you were able to, the home warranty covered all these things, then the next year you have just that much more money saved for other projects. So we'll use the example. You save $300 a month for potential problems with the house. And you go through your first year and you didn't spend any of it, or you only spent maybe $600 of it. And now you've got $3,000 sitting in the bank account that is for your house. Well, now you can buy paint. You can buy, new landscaping. You can buy maybe some new tools to help you with the landscaping and stuff like that. So I would encourage you to think about this not only from the perspective of convenience and the perspective of budgeting and the perspective of peace of mind, knowing that things can get fixed right away if they break. It's just they're a huge benefit for people, especially first-time home buyers. All right. Thank you for watching Real Estate Matters, and we'll see you next time on the video cast. If you have any comments, you want to leave me a comment on, a topic you want to see covered, or if you want to say, man, I don't like your background, or man, I wish you did this or you did that, or man, why don't you have any shorts? Anything like that. Love to hear your comments. BBN31 Black Hole Broadcasting Network is a relatively new thing for me, and doing video is definitely even more new. I've had 14 years to be a radio DJ. This is my first effort into video casts, and I hope you enjoyed it. But if you didn't enjoy it or you have comments for me, you can definitely leave them. I appreciate them. I read them, and there's not that many of them, so I read all of them. All right, everybody, have a great day, and we'll see you next time on Real Estate Matters.